Okay, we're going to do some more race tips, and this is from Toad and Shorewood. Hopefully you'll learn a thing or two from this race. Watch the line here on the right-hand side from this guy, kind of deviating from his line, and then eventually comes in way too tight. So today we're going to talk about instances like this where good cornering can help you, changing your line like this guy does. I just kind of get a little spooked, but I keep pedaling around him. And there's going to be some examples of this where look at the inside of that line, almost get cut off. Cornering can be dodgery, or you can take it like this and just move up and follow wheels through corners and just keep pedaling around guys like I am here. So I'm going to talk to you about how to move up in certain positions in this race for free. These are not the lines. Look at the inside. Taking the inside of that line is definitely not the line. We'll show a little later what that line looks like. But again, where you can move up, how to move up for free. On the right-hand side here, you can see Jack. He's going to send it, and I'm just going to follow a free wheel to the front. And look, Brody's going off the front, and I'm going to follow a free wheel. So it's basically very minimal energy, but also you kind of put yourself in a potential race-winning position. And these two guys are very strong. Jack and Brody, I know they were tagged. You're going to notice these guys later in these races as well as earlier in these races. And unfortunately, though, Brody here, you can look up here, he's going to pedal and then drop a chain somehow. Unfortunate mechanical. So I tell Jack here, I'm like, this isn't going to win, so I'm not going to help you. Kind of gave him a little help. I probably shouldn't have said something, but he continues to pull for a good couple laps. And you know what? If he's willing to pull and I'm willing to follow a free wheel, if he's going to let me, I'm going to do it. So again, important race tactic is follow free wheels if you can, and then move up where you can. In my case, I'm fairly good at cornering. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, as well as later through the race series. But good cornering can help you move up into and out of cornering. Following free wheels, knowing where the washing machine effect happens at the second half of long stretches. Watch. This is the line you need. All of you need to look and watch this line, okay? This is the line you take. I'm basically pedaling through the whole through that whole line, okay? That's the line you want. You can keep your speed. Again, it's a little difficult when you have a lot of guys around you, and not to boast or nothing, but again, I think one of my strengths is being good at cornering, and that helps me a lot. And you're going to see that in a couple of these clips here moving forward, how, pedaling through these and taking good lines, not way wide lines like those other guys are taking, they can help you move up some positions. Here's another example of washing machine effect. Nobody's pedaling. I'm just going to follow free wheels. Probably could have followed those guys, but you just keep pedaling when guys are not pedaling. 10 watts or 30 watts on my power or my Garmin there, you can see, and then I'm like 10 more positions just simply by continuing to pedal. You don't really have to put too much power down. In this case, you can see I'm gonna just keep pedaling while guys are just easing up, and I'm gonna move up a couple positions. So corners are big. Here's another example of taking the inside line and continuing to pedal and make up some positions. Now Jack on the right hand, you're gonna see him fly here. Jack in the purple kit, he sends this attack right here. This is the race winning move, I believe. So good move on that. I didn't follow it. I think it was 29 minutes into the race. Maybe I was still recovering from the other effort that I just made, but unfortunately sometimes you make the break, sometimes you don't. Here's another example where line deviation causes people to kind of fly off the road. Again, taking free wheels if you can. I should probably be closer to this wheel to move up, but you can see if I just follow free wheels, you can move up. A washing machine effect right there where it kind of eases, people tend to ease up. They can't go as hard as they go out of corners. Here's the final lap, right? This is the thing that drove me nuts. I should be higher, closer to the front. Right here I should be sprinting. You want to be first or second wheel out of this corner. It's a long sprint, but look, everyone's freewheeling. I had ample opportunity to move to the right-hand side, keep going, and then, be top wheels, and that's the position you want to be. Unfortunately, I didn't. That was really annoying. So as much as I talk about moving up, this right there is a kind of poor example of where you miss that opportunity. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. So hopefully you learned a thing or two about where to move up, how to move up from this race example, and we'll talk more about the rest of this race series. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Subscribe and we'll go through the rest of these Toad series, and thanks for watching.